Well, state regulators recently suspended a local construction company's license amid a Fox 17 Problem Solvers investigation into the business. Our reporting found a pattern of customer complaints that officials say cost several homeowners thousands of dollars. But after we got involved, some of them got their money back. Marisa Oberly joins us live in the control room with this story new tonight. Marisa?
Jamie, in that complaint, the state says it needs to take this step against Gerald Saman and Beta Bay Building Concepts because their alleged actions create, quote, an imminent threat. The rip siding and holes in Nikki and Mandan Crapsy's backyard remind them of a job they want to forget.
I've had truly countless sleepless nights where this is keeping me awake.
In May 2022, the Matawan couple decided to renovate their outdoor space and hired Beta Bay Building Concepts. They paid the Hastings construction company $15,000 to build a 9 by 28 foot deck, a 50% down payment in which the rest would be due upon, quote, substantial completion.
It's been very difficult to process and to really explain how we even got to this point, with them and with our deck.
But as of March, their backyard remained unfinished. And it's issues like this that caused the Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs to temporarily revoke Beta Bay's residential builder's license on July 27th. They also took the same action against the company's corporate officer, Gerald Saman. According to a copy of the complaints obtained by Fox 17, Laura says Beta Bay and Saman violated numerous sections of the state's occupational code when they allegedly failed to complete jobs, employed licensed salespeople, or perform up-to-code work for 16 homeowners, including the Crapsys and Steven Sapola.
I thought I picked a good company. I guess I was wrong.
The Grand Haven homeowner also hired Beta Bay last year for a deck job. He signed a $22,000 contract for it and put $11,000 down. In his complaint to the state, Steven says his salesperson agreed to a start date in July. It goes on to claim the company delivered a pallet of deck boards but never returned. When he tried to reschedule, Steven says employees instead insisted he pay for the last half of the project.
I didn't have a very good feeling at all. At first I was excited I was going to get a new deck, and then now I hear that and I knew it was kind of over.
According to Laura, that happened to Nikki and Mandan too, and the couple tells the Problem Solvers they never got their money back from the company either until our involvement. At the end of July, we sent an email to Saman in an attempt to get his side. He did not respond to our request for an interview, but gave the Crapsys a full refund.
We have young children and jobs and so many other things to worry about that hiring a company to install a new deck should not be something that consumes so much.
Steven, meanwhile, hired an attorney who, in an August 2022 letter, asked Beta Bay to give his deposit back. The company paid $4,500. His lawyer sent another letter in October and tried to get the rest. Steven says it went unanswered and he decided not to go to small claims court for it. Saman told us no further comment would be made when we asked about the alleged remaining balance.
It was stressful.
According to the complaint issued by Laura, Beta Bay did not issue refunds in some cases, so Steven, Nikki, and Mandan appreciate the money they did get, but say the entire experience cost them a lot emotionally too, and hope to warn others about what happened.
You just feel a little bit stuck.
And the suspension of Beta Bay and Saman's licenses come around the same time. The state also sent cease and desist letters to some of their employees. Those alleged they did not obtain the proper license before they entered into contracts with customers. In an email to us about that, Saman said the workers who received them no longer work for the company as salespeople, and Beta Bay requires that license and holds them to that standard. He added it's the company's goal to exceed customer expectations, and they will continue to strive for excellence and improve where needed. Now, the company did recently lose their Better Business Bureau accreditation too, due to its alleged failure to address disputes forwarded by the organization quickly and in good faith, or provide a professional response that addresses all significant issues raised by the complainant. We should note, though, businesses do not need the BBB's accreditation to operate. The Attorney General's office says its Consumer Protection Division has received 13 complaints about Beta Bay since 2020. However, they did not elaborate further. Reporting in the control room tonight, Marisa Oberly, Fox 17 News.